Hello AV friends, I'm Jeff Phillips from Sound Marketing, and I'd like to tell you about the most anticipated product introduction we've had in a very long time, BSS Omni Audio Processing and its companion software apps, AVX Designer and AVX Control. First, let's take a deep breath and center our attention on what's most important in business. Here's what we're after all. We want solutions that save us money, save us time, make our lives easier and better. That's become a mantra at Sound Marketing, and it's a good one. Good focus. We want systems for our clients that have reliability, longevity, that are flexible and expandable, that play well with others. It's important for systems to play well together. And if not, they're going to get a timeout. We want our clients to have systems that reduce complexity for them, that streamline their workflows, that put controls where they need them, and frankly, that can outlast us. It would be best if we chose our manufacturing partners and systems carefully. Each new system comes with a cost to us, right? In terms of training, in terms of tech support, in terms of programming support. So it might be a good idea to choose BSS because they've been a constant in audio for a long time. Whether their manufacturers were just contemplating getting into the DSP business, BSS was already on tour with the biggest acts. BSS was running the largest audio venues, and frankly, BSS still is 40 years later. BSS is a trusted partner in the audio business, and they're pulling further ahead of the competition with their new platform called Omni. Now you may remember this, right? This is where the Omni name, this is the name that they brought back to put on a new processor. Omni Drive, you might remember those. You might remember the green original SoundWeb. You might remember the very first SoundWeb London Blue to come out, the Blue 3216 and that. And then in 2008, when they made fixed architecture, fixed I/O devices in the SoundWeb London family. Just in Chicago alone, you can find BSS in Allstate Arena, BMO Harris Arena, Guaranteed Rate Field, Soldier Field, Navy Pier, Wrigley Field, as well as places like Rivers Casino, Merchandise Mart, countless houses of worship, schools, university, courtrooms. It's all there, and it's all still working, and people are happy. Now here's the new hardware. This is round one, right? We're not going to get into the nitty-gritty right now, but this is what it looks like. There are two processors, two expanders of different sizes. Here are the key points. They're starting with the big ones because it's better that way, and moving toward the smaller ones as time goes on. Everything is connected via Dante AES67 in terms of audio. The expanders have flexible I/O, meaning they have some fixed inputs, some fixed outputs, and a bunch in the middle that are flexible to be used as inputs or outputs. Same with the logic. The logic is flexible. Any connection can be an input, can be an output. Could be a 0 to 10 volt ramp, can be a on or off. You choose. The cores, the processors have redundancy in terms of power, Dante connections, and control connections. They've got they're doing a lot, and you want them to be redundant for sure. And guess what? No licensing, no recurring licensing. So when you buy it, you own it. You own it forever. Now there's been an evolution in design software as things have gone on. You might recognize this as the original SoundWeb, and this is SoundWeb London, and some of you are familiar with Audio Architect, which kind of brought a lot of the Harman devices together in terms of control. Well, this is the new thing. The new software called AVX Design has one big plan. And then there are details within that, and there are interfaces that you design with the same software. Now the software key points, it's one big plan, right? So every object that's part of your audio design is contained within that one big diagram. There are no limits to how many objects you can put on this diagram, logic or audio processing. There's Private Dante. No, not that guy. Private Dante is a way of using Dante, but then not having to worry about someone coming along with Dante controller and erasing some of your crosspoints. Private Dante connections are visible in Dante controller, but they are grayed out. You can't manipulate them, and that's good because you don't want that. Dim and focus is a way of looking at this big planogram and knowing what actual processes are taking place in a particular hardware processor, and that's going to be handy when we're troubleshooting. There's enhanced linking. Now we've been able to link objects in BSS for a long time. You want to link this fader, these mutes, whatever, this logic thing, you can do that. The enhancements coming include being able to link entire processing objects. So something to look forward to. There's a huge object library. There's got to be 23 and more coming audio objects alone, and an equal number of logic processing objects as well. Name will follow through. You name it once, and until something gets mixed, that's going to retain that name throughout the process. So you always know what you're looking at. Guess what? You can have your users, if you choose to, edit their own presets. That's something that's been asked for a long time, and finally Omni will have it. There's also remember the little meter that would pop up if you hover over a wire? Well, now, or virtual wire, I should say. Now that meter is an actual spectral analysis, so that's pretty helpful too. And as you'd imagine, with BSS in the past, all the compiling is going to happen in the background. Now, hardware and software control of systems has been a more and more required thing, right? And it's gone from having a panel that has to run on a PC to it's something that you can actually touch with your fingers, to iPad control and iPhone control, to wall remotes that have some color agility to them. Well, that continues with continues to evolve with the AVX Architect program. You can use AVX Architect to design user panels for iOS and Android phones and tablets. You can write them directly to AMX Varia touch panels. And you can also use Macs and PCs to control. Now when you do that, there's a separate control app that you use called AVX Control, and that allows you to hide the user from all the complexity and guts of the system design, and only be able to look at what it is that you intend to have them look at. And you can do all of the above as well. All of those possible control parameters or control methods are available to you continuously. Past generations of SoundWeb used ultra-secure but cumbersome hex strings for external control. For instance, what you have on screen right there is a hex string that would cause a mute to happen. Well, look at the line beneath. It's you can read it. It's in plain English. It's in Java-style script kind of language, and you can actually look at it and know what it does. That's pretty important. And that's a nice advance with the new Omni and AVX. Speaking of programmers, Omni employs AMX Muse as its scripting engine, allowing advanced scripting in common programming languages. What can't be automated with Omni's logic layer can employ low-code or full-code languages to achieve the automation that you need. So no-code, low-code, full-code, you choose. Python, JavaScript, Groovy, Node-RED, VS Code, others coming. You just pick the language that your programmers are comfortable with and go. Or employ AI to write the little code for you. Now, I love this. We can use old with the new and new with the old in terms of hardware. That's a really thoughtful, useful thing for us, and it's going to give our clients a great upgrade path for if they already own BSS hardware. Now, let's talk about the rollout. Round 1 hardware, AVX Design and AVX Control apps are going to be released in mid-November 2024. And then round 2, it's a guess. I'm thinking about a year before we see smaller hardware. The pricing is on par with the few true competitors in the market. Since the round 1 hardware is geared toward massive projects, you can expect a high price tag. But considering all that Omni can do, you might find it a bargain. It's easy to manufacture smaller units once you've done the hard work of designing the big units and especially the software. And so there's a lot of Omni to look forward to. So what about local training? I will be doing the trainings for Illinois and Wisconsin and anyone who wants to attend those from other states. I was a trainer for Audio Architect, and now I'm happy to do AVX Architect as well. And as always, you can count on Sound Marketing to help you with your designs, and now AVX designs and Omni designs as well. Also your commissioning. And we're backed up by Harman, and they've got the best tech support in the business. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.